Hello there. My name is Kyle Hutchison. However, today I'll be your safety instructor over the topic of residential roofing. One of the biggest concerns when it comes to the hazards associated with residential roofing are the falls. Across the construction industry as a whole, falls are considered to be one of the leading causes of fatality cases within the industry. Here is one example of a real life case of an accident that occurred during residential housing. Man dies in 16-foot fall from a residential roof in Alaska. Luckily for us, NIOSH was there to provide us three recommendations. First off, they tell us to ensure that a worker with medical conditions is not placed in a situation disallowed by that medical condition. Secondly, to follow state regulated fall protection programs. Last but not least, to develop and implement safety programs to help the workers further understand the hazards on your job site. Moving on to what you see before you. This is my model representation of 5 violations that could occur on your job site during a residential roofing operation. Our first violation comes from the standard 1926.501B11, otherwise known as steep slope roofs. Workers found on steep slope roofs with unprotected sides must have guardrails, safety nets, or a personal fall arrest system. As you can see here, none of those are on this site whatsoever. Where are these, you might ask? Well, these are slide guards, which brings me to my next standard, 1926.501B13. Under OSHA rules, slide guards are not allowed to be the sole means of fall protection. Moving on to my next standard, 1926.502D, personal fall arrest systems. The use of body belts is not acceptable form of personal fall arrest systems. Speaking of falling, the next standard, 1926.502J, is protection from falling objects. Materials on roofs are not allowed to be within 6 feet of the roof's edge. As in right here, there's 2 separate occasions where the materials are stacked well within 6 feet of the roof's edge. In this particular case, there's a worker right below the stack of materials, putting her directly in harm's way. Which brings me to my 5th and final violation, 1926.100 head protection. It doesn't matter what job site you find yourself on. Your workers should always be wearing their hard hats, because you never know when an object could fall from 3 stories above you and strike you down dead. It's so important to have your hard hats on. Thank you for your time and patience. Have a good day.